Okay, the spread of cards that just came out of my deck is actually insane. So I wanted to kind of get a read of the energy before I even came on here to share. But immediately my angels were coming through with a channel saying, "For all you have done for us, we want to bless you. We wish to bless you now." So you're being gifted something from the universe, from the angels, for all that you have done, for the way that you have shown up for yourself, for the way that you have shown up for the world. I'm hearing such a selfless human, such a selfless person you have been. And my God, in the back of my mind, I was like, okay, there'll be something a little iffy, something a little off with this card pull, but no, not a single card was off. Starting off strong with the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups, soul union, soulmate energy. When I tell you, you are about to be blessed with such a beautiful new beginning in love, brand new beginning with the Ace of Wands and the Empress coming through. This is going to put you on your butt, okay? Not because it knocks you down or pushes you back, because it quite literally demands, this masculine energy quite literally demands you to be in your feminine energy. You have no choice. It's time for you to be put in your power, put in your place as divine feminine, as this Empress energy. And the Justice card, of course, coming out as a confirmation that this is a gift from your angels. This is your karmic reward. You have never, no matter what has been done to you in love, no matter who has put you down or come against you or used you or manipulated you, or none of that has turned your heart into anything other than pure, soft energy. None of that has changed you. And that is why you are being rewarded for all you have done for us, for all you have done for the world. We wish to bless you now. This gift is going to be bestowed upon you from the higher realms, from the angels, for all you have done. So welcome in your new beginning of love, because it's here. It's here, and it's all about you. The eyes are fixated on you. They're focused on you. This is somebody who wishes to give to you. It's what can I do for you? Please, let me give to you now with the Ace of Wands for all you have done for others. Let me return this energy to you. And all of that energy, everything that you receive from this relationship, from this love connection, you're just going to pour it back out into the world anyway in such a beautiful way that it opens people's minds, and it opens opens pathways for people to also experience this love. So not only are you opening up to receive this love, but you are also creating a pathway for others. And again, justice coming through with that confirmation that again and again and again, you will be blessed, and he will be loved, and she will be loved, is a song that's coming through right now. So go listen to that song if you need to, but receive this blessing, because this message is for you. I am putting it out into the world that this message will only find those it is truly meant to, those who have the hearts of gold, those who are so utterly deserving of a love like the one that they give so freely. So that is you. Let yourself receive this love. Let yourself receive this blessing. My heart is with you. My love is with you. You are so deserving of this. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Anna, and I channel the angels. As always, if you feel called to work with me further, you can find all of my offerings on my website if you click the link in my bio, and I am always honored to channel for you as you wish. Someone sees you fully and without needing to explain yourself. You do not need to rush for this love. You do not need to perform for this love to choose you. This person chooses you because of who they become in your presence, who they remember they are. When it comes to you, this person feels as if they are coming home. They feel as if they can relax into your presence, into your body even. They feel as if they don't have to try to be someone that they are not. They don't have to exhaust themselves trying to prove their worth to you, or trying to prove that they're not going to hurt you, because you recognize the deeper truth in this person's care for you, that it isn't anything like what you have experienced before, and it actually allows you the space and time to come to your own conclusions without trying to manipulate or alter whatever your thoughts or feelings are towards this person. They don't expect anything from you. They simply want to see you happy. They want to see you cared for. They actually enjoy seeing you relax in their presence. They don't want you, I'm hearing they don't want you to lift a finger around them. They want you to become so comfortable that you're able to just allow this person to be in service of you, to worship you to a certain extent, to reflect back to you one of the deepest truths that you will ever discover in your lifetime. Your sovereign truth, your divine feminine essence, that energy within you that does not demand attention, but rather commands a room simply by being present in it. You have this deep inner knowing that you were always meant for a love that goes so far beyond the ordinary, that falls more into alignment with extraordinary. You are someone who has never been able to settle. In fact, every time that you've tried to settle, you've become extremely uncomfortable, or something, some divine intervention or divine force has pulled you up and out of that connection, because you are not meant to settle for the ordinary. And this person matches your vibe of extraordinary. What came to mind was the word freak. So there could definitely be some revelations coming to the surface of sensual and sexual exploration when it comes to your connection with this person. They're not rushing the process, but that doesn't mean that they don't have a desire to be intimate with you in those ways. I think this person actually has a desire to establish a very secure and trustworthy foundation, because this person isn't in it for the physical benefit in any way, whether that be sexual intimacy or financial gain or what do you call it? Like being seen by the world, your status. This person isn't in it for anything that they can gain. This person is in this energy, in this field with you, because they see you. They see beyond everything that you reveal to the world, everything that you've ever shown to people who it was not safe to reveal your truth to reveal your softness to. I feel like this person brings out the little girl in you or the little boy in you, whatever you identify as. They don't demand this of you. It is something that comes so naturally. Just like I feel like your care for this person comes very naturally, in the same way that they don't have to try to be someone that they are not. You also don't have to try to be someone that you are not. I feel like it's so easy for the both of you to just be yourselves, to laugh, to cry, to tell the truth, even though it might feel difficult and uncomfortable. Both of you seem to have a very secure foundation of holding space for one another. Like, you'll never have to question this person's loyalty or desire or intentions for you. This person will reveal very quickly into this connection that they are very protective of you. And I'm also getting underlying tones of possessive in a very healthy way. This masculine does not want anyone else to have what is theirs. That is coming through very strongly. And there's almost this question of like this person realizing that that's the light that they see you in. They see you as theirs. Like theirs to protect, and theirs to provide for, and theirs to cherish and honor. And again, that word from the beginning, worship. I feel like that's not something you're used to, and I'm almost getting this sense of like your nervous system, your energy body, and even your mind needing to recalibrate, reestablish, realign in order for you to fully be able to receive this masculine presence and relax into your feminine presence. I'm going to dive in a little bit deeper to this connection because I really like where this is going, and it feels like a very open channel right now. So if you are a subscriber member, you already have access to this reading and it is posted. You can go check it out. If you would like access to this in-depth reading, simply subscribe in my bio. Nobody talks about the difficulty of being loved well. They talk about the difficulty of loving, the vulnerability of it, the risk, the terrifying act of opening yourself to someone and not knowing what they will do with what they find. They write entire libraries about the courage it takes to love. But the other side of that equation, the act of receiving love, of letting it actually land, of not immediately deflecting or minimizing or finding some quiet internal reason why the good thing being offered is probably not quite as good as it appears. That part almost never gets named. And yet, for some people, receiving is the harder thing by far. You might be one of those people. And if you are, this is the moment I want you to understand why, not as a criticism of who you are or how you have moved through love, but as the most compassionate and honest framing I know for something that has quietly shaped your entire experience of being cared for. You became a giver because giving was what you could control. When you give to someone, when you show up for them, pour into them, offer your time and your attention and your emotional intelligence and your heart, you are the one with agency. You are the one making the choice. The giving is yours. And in a world where love has not always been reliable, where the receiving end of things has historically come with conditions or disappointments or the eventual withdrawal of something that was never quite as secure as it felt, being the giver is the safest position available. Givers do not get surprised by love. They are the ones managing it, directing it, ensuring it keeps flowing through their own effort. The love ends cannot suddenly disappear if you are the one generating it. But here is what that pattern costs over time. It trains you to be more comfortable in service than in receiving. It teaches you that your value in a relationship is connected to what you contribute rather than who you are. It slowly, almost imperceptibly, makes the experience of someone offering you something genuine, something significant, something that simply wants to give without requiring anything in return. Feel not like relief, but like a problem to solve. What is the problem, you ask? The problem is you do not know what to do with your hands when you are not the one holding everything up. The problem is that being cared for without a corresponding expectation attached to it activating something in you that has nowhere to go. The problem is that someone's saying, I just want to see you happy. Not, I want to see you happy so that you will continue giving me your best. Not, I want to see you happy as long as you maintain a certain presentation of yourself, but genuinely, freely, without condition, produces in you not the ease it should produce, but a quiet disorientation, a shnudpradashan, a faint suspicion, a low internal voice asking, what is this actually about? What do they really want? When does the other shoe arrive? Because in your experience, love that looks this good has always had a catch somewhere. And so you look for the catch, even when the catch is not there. Now, let me tell you something about the person they're coming into your life, because understanding their hidden feelings changes the texture of this entire story. They are not offering you this quality of love because they are naive. They have not arrived here untouched by difficulty or disappointment or the particular education that comes from loving people who are not capable of returning it in kind. They have their own history, their own seasons of giving too much or receiving too little, or finding themselves in connection after connection that ask them to be something slightly other than what they actually were. But something happened in them quietly through their own private process of growth and reckoning that produced a specific and deliberate shift. They decided to stop relating to love as something to be managed and start relating to it as something to be inhabited. And your particular combination of depth and openness and the specific quality of your presence is the first environment they have encountered that feels safe enough to actually try. Here is the hidden thing, the one most people in your position never think to look for. This person is as nervous about this as you are. Not in the same way. Their nervousness does not look like guarding or deflecting or looking for the catch. It looks like intention. Like the careful, almost reverent quality of someone who is trying very hard to do something they have never quite done before. To love fully, generously, without holding anything in reserve. And who is aware that they do not have a perfect track record with sustained giving and wants desperately not to repeat the patterns that have characterized their previous attempts. The flowers and the planned dates and the thoughtful questions are not a performance. They are a person trying to speak the language of love more intentionally than they ever have before. Trying to ensure that what they feel on the inside is legible on the outside. Trying to close the gap, the one that has existed in every previous relationship, between how much they cared and how much the other person actually felt that care. They are not showing up for you. They are showing up for the first real version of themselves they have ever brought into a relationship. And that, the particular courage of someone doing something for the first time, even when they are no longer young, and it would be so much more comfortable to simply continue the old way, is worth more than people give it credit for. Now I want to come back to you, because the recalibration that is being asked of you is real, and it deserves to be named honestly. Your nervous system has been shaped by everything that came before this. Every love that was conditional. Every person who offered their best self in the beginning and gradually revealed the terms attached to it. Every time you made yourself softer or more available or more accommodating and discovered that softness could be taken advantage of. Every disappointment that quietly taught you to brace a little sooner, to trust a little less completely, to keep just enough of yourself in reserve that if things went sideways, you would not be entirely undone. That shaping was not a character flaw. It was intelligence. Your nervous system learned what it needed to learn from the data it was given. The problem is the data has changed and the nervous system has not yet received the update. And here is the deep realization that I think sits at the center of all of this, the one that it quietly reorganizes everything when you actually allow yourself to feel it. The reason receiving is so hard for you is not because you are broken or damaged or incapable of being loved well. It is because being loved well by someone who genuinely sees you and genuinely wants nothing from you except your flourishing. That kind of love holds up a mirror to every place where you did not receive it before. Every time you were given less than this and told yourself it was enough, every time you compressed your needs to fit inside what someone was capable of offering, every time you were the one doing more, giving more, hoping more, while the other person's contribution stayed safely within the limits of their own comfort. Being loved this way will show you all of that, not cruelly, but clearly. And that clarity, the particular grief of realizing how long you went without something that should have been available to you all along, might arrive wrapped inside the joy of finally receiving it. You might find yourself unexpectedly emotional in moments that seem like they should only feel good. You might feel a tenderness for your own past that surprises you. You might notice that accepting care gracefully is actually one of the most vulnerable things you have ever done. Let that be true. Let it be complicated. Let the joy and the grief coexist without deciding that the grief means something is wrong. I want to speak directly to you now because what I am about to say is the most important thing in this entire story. You did not stay soft through everything you went through by accident. You made a choice, probably not once, but thousands of times, in small moments that nobody saw below and nobody applauded, to keep your heart open when every rational argument pointed toward closing it, to keep giving when you had received so little in return, to keep believing in the possibility of this kind of love, even in the seasons when the evidence for it was thin and the evidence against it was abundant. That is not naivety. That is one of the most extraordinary forms of courage I know. And the universe, in its particular way of keeping accounts that human beings cannot always see, has been tracking it. The justice that is arriving is not punishment for anyone else, and it is not a transaction where you finally get what you earned. It is simply the natural consequence of someone who held their frequencies constant through every storm, who refused to become what the storms tried to make them, finally existing in conditions that match who they actually are. Here is what receiving this love is going to ask of you. Not grand gestures. Not a sudden and total dismantling of everything your nervous system learned to do to keep you safe. Just this. The willingness in small and specific moments to let something land before you start analyzing it. To let a kind thing be kind without immediately looking for its hidden cost. To allow someone to do something for you without reflexively calculating how you will balance the ledger. To be just for a moment the person in the story who is being loved rather than the person who is doing the loving. You have given so freely for so long. You have been so selfless and so generous and so consistently available for the people in your life and for the world in ways that extend even beyond your personal relationships. It is your turn now, not as a reward that needs to be earned, not as something you need to justify or explain or prove yourself worthy of, simply as something that is yours. That has always been yours. That has been making its way toward you through everything, through every wrong turn and every loss and every season of wondering if this kind of love was actually real or simply something people describe to comfort themselves. It is real, and it is arriving. The only thing left is learning how to let it in.